What's up, dudes, and everybody on YouTube and dudettes and whoever the heck is watching this, you YouTube watchers and stuff. Um, I'm trying to start this channel. This is completely new to me. I'm completely foreign to all of this, and yeah, dude. I guess I'd start by telling you something about myself. My name's Joe. But for namesake, I guess I'm going to be going as Poods. That is my nickname. My mom called me that for my whole life. It's actually just Poodle abbreviated. So yeah, I mean, this is me, and I guess the goals for this channel in the future of it, whenever whatever that entails and stuff, is to kind of just document my life. I'm 25 recently of last month, it's June 9th currently of 2026, and I'm 25 right now, and I'm making this almost like video log or whatever it ends up being, I guess, to kind of encapsulate, just the consciousness that I had at whatever age these videos come out, as they come out at. I want to make weekly videos about different things, just random stuff, things that interest me or things that don't interest me, or things that are pissing me off or whatever, man, or things that I'm thinking about, or just adventures that I'm going on and stuff. So that's the whole goal, just kind of a real mixed bag of whatever the heck Poods ends up doing with his life, so that hopefully I can watch this back when I'm like 80 and senile, and I'm like, oh, what did old young Poods think of, and I'll just watch this video right here and be like, oh, this is how it started and this is where it went. So I hope to try to make weekly videos and stuff, maybe even more than that. I don't really know. Just come out as they come out and stuff. I'll try to get better quality over the time and get better at it altogether. I know this is pretty dry, I guess, or whatever, but I guess I started a lot of this because I've been seeing a lot of videos of this guy, Jet Franzen. I think I'm saying that right. And he seems like a really cool, knowledgeable guy. I obviously haven't met him. I think I'm even older than him, maybe. Though I feel like I look like and act way more immature than this said guy. But I implore you guys to go check him out. He's got some pretty interesting takes. Sometimes I agree, sometimes I really don't. And I think that's cool. But he's just another 20-ish dude stating his ideas, opinions, and other things online and stuff. I'm hoping that mine could be a lot different than that, though. With all due respect, he's a little, he has like a negative tone almost, but I do really appreciate it. He's very smart and knowledgeable. I think he's coming from a realistic perspective on stuff. Not that I'm going to be like coming from like a fake perspective on stuff, but I've been told in my life that I'm like a positive guy, like I make money teaching music and stuff like that, and I'm a musician in my life. Nothing glamorous. I'm not playing on giant stages for thousands of people or anything like that. Mostly just like dive bars and stuff with my buddies just to make a few extra bucks. So, but it's cool, and maybe I'll be talking about that in the future. Maybe I'll be talking about what about music theory and what music has done for my life and stuff. I think that's cool, to hopefully open up someone that's never thought about that to the side of thinking about it, about whatever random thing I'm talking about, but yeah, I like that guy. He's a cool guy. I hope to meet him in the future, and maybe he can roast me for calling him negative Nancy or something like that. And but I'm trying to insert my positivity, positive vibes, and stuff like that into this. Current other things that have pushed me to this, trying to make this, is I've always had faith in God. I've always loved God, and my grandma, who died within the past year or so, she always brought me to church when I was a little kid, a little lad and stuff, and I always. It was hard for me to go to, honestly. I couldn't sit still. I was an energetic kid that just wanted to go, like, play video games and beat up his friends with like sticks and stuff or whatever, But that I went every Sunday, and I appreciate her now for it. And I think back on that time a lot. I mean, all those lessons. I even went to Sunday school and stuff or whatever that might be. Not necessarily on Sunday, but like a Bible school thing. Grew up Catholic and stuff. But yeah, my faith has been getting stronger and stronger with the days and stuff. I make more friends that have really strong faith, and they never swayed themselves away like myself, which is something I definitely want to talk about more in the future, but maybe not right now. That's a pretty deep one that, and I would like to talk about a little bit later. Once I start reading the Bible, which I have started. I started maybe a week ago, but I keep buying weird copies of the Bible because I like niche things, and I should just not do that, which is what I realized. So I bought a regular old copy of the what I thought was the New Testament, but then I found out on my walk this morning to the beach that it was the Old Testament, which is fine. Whatever. I'm going to read that one. I'm going to get through it, and I'll go to the New Testament, and then I'll read the one that I got, which is like confusing. It's like the Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff, which is really cool, like because it's the found scrolls in a cave in the Dead Sea and stuff, and then and it's got like old scripture, man, and you can even see where it's like where the old age damaged it and stuff, which is cool. But that's mainly what I'm here to talk about and stuff. Just everything that's going on for this young lad as he ages through life and stuff. And hopefully I can make a positive community where we all, talk about these cool things and stuff. I hope to go, do cool adventures and stuff. Maybe I can document that stuff. Just all of the above things that are going on for Poods, aka Joe. But yeah, I don't if you guys are interested, drop a like and a subscribe or whatever, or just don't, and I'll come up on your page, I guess, if you have some interest. The algorithm loves to do that stuff. Maybe I'll play video games. I don't even know. I'll play some video games. I'll maybe we'll I don't know, dude. Maybe I'll just like beat up my friends with sticks, like I said I did when I was a kid, and I'll put that on the line or something, and whatnot. But yeah, I tried to film this earlier at the beach, and it felt wrong, so I went back to my cave where I felt comfortable. But I do hope to get back into the nature and do this and get the confidence. I'm usually a pretty ballsy guy. I'll do mostly anything, and stuff like that. But as long as it's good, as long as it sits right with my head, I guess, and stuff. I used to not be like that, and that's something else I'd talk about in the future. But yeah, I think it's about time, more dudes just talk about their regular old perspective on life and stuff. And I'm not doing this for, any other goal than to rewatch this when I'm 80 and senile. Hopefully not. But, it's definitely an interesting thing to do in this world. So hopefully it's positive. Hopefully it's cool for you guys. Hopefully I breathe new life into you and stuff, and you guys get into some cool stuff. Yeah. Have a great day. Bye, my dudes.